We had some breaking news come out this morning. The New York Jets are officially making a change at the quarterback position, and we're going to break it all down in this video. Everything you need to know about what this means for the rest of the season, and is Aaron Glenn smart to bench Justin Fields for the veteran Tyrod Taylor? We're going to break it all down right here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy the video. Comment down below your thoughts, Jets Nation, of the New York Jets officially benching Justin Fields, because this is a massive deal right now for the rest of the season. There's 7 games left, and the Jets are obviously, now we all knew this, but we are going into the offseason with an open mind of who the next quarterback is going to be for the 2026 season. Will the Jets draft a quarterback? Will they trade for one? Will they sign one? That we have a lot more time to talk about. We're not going to break down the future of the quarterback position, but in this one, we're going to focus on the present, what we can expect from Tyrod Taylor and this offense moving forward, and also, was it the smart decision to bench Justin Fields? So the first thing I want to say is this. This is not the first time Aaron Glenn benched Justin Fields. I see a lot of people saying that, oh, well, this should have happened already. Aaron Glenn is a moron for not benching him earlier. Well, he did bench him. Let's not forget. I believe in the Panthers game at halftime, Tyrod came in the second half, and then Tyrod Taylor was in line to start the next week against the Cincinnati Bengals, but then his knee acted up. Therefore, Justin Fields started that game. And then Fields went out there and balled out against the Bengals, against the worst defense in the world. It's not a big deal. But then he won a game, so the Jets are going to like, all right, Justin Fields went out there, play well. Let's ride Justin Fields until we start losing. A short leash is on Justin Fields. And the Jets coaching staff basically had a short leash on Justin Fields as he entered the game against the Cleveland Browns. He did not play well, but the Jets did win the football game. So all of a sudden, the Jets are winners of back-to-back games with Fields at the starting quarterback position. So the Jets wanted to keep Justin Fields until he really gave him a real reason to bench him again. And now you saw what he did against the New England Patriots, and even against the Browns. Even though they won that game, we all know Fields was not the reason why they won that game. He's basically a liability, folks. I mean, I've been saying it all season. I've had so many people comment like defending Fields, and, you know, all respect to you guys that are defending Justin Fields, but the reality is there's a huge limitation to this offense with Justin Fields at quarterback, and that's basically the pass attack. And we knew that entering the season, that this offense is going to be all about running, all about establishing that ground and pound mindset, and the offense is not going to be able to pass the ball effectively with Justin Fields at quarterback, but I did not expect it to be this bad. So I think this is the smart decision, and this is why. The Jets are in a deep evaluation mode right now with this offense, especially through the air. Tanner Engstrand was the pass game coordinator from the Detroit Lions under Ben Johnson. The Jets offensive coordinator's strengths is literally supposed to be passing, and Justin Fields is the polar opposite of a quarterback that can thrive in a pass-happy offense. Now, you can argue that Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn and Tanner Engstrand made a mistake for even going after Justin Fields because he doesn't fit the system, but there was not really a lot of options out there in free agency, and also they gave him a 2-year contract of $40 million, $30 million guaranteed. He's getting paid like as the 22nd highest quarterback this year, so I'm not going to just blame the Jets for even picking on Justin Fields because there was not a lot of options. They do not have him locked up long-term. It's not like the Jets are committed to Fields for 4 years, and now they're just going to have cap problems for the next few years. That's not the case, so I'm not going to fault them for that, but there's an obvious issue with this offense when Justin Fields is under center, and that's through the air. Now, Tyrod, the thing I like about him is he's going to be able to push the ball down the field, and the Jets are in an evaluation mode through the air because we need guys like A.D. Mitchell and John Mechie III, Arian Smith, Mason Taylor. Those guys have a chance to be the future of this offense, more specifically in 2026 through the air. And Justin Fields is not going to be a quarterback that can give them the ball effectively. The Jets are not going out there to try to win football games. They're going to try, but they're not going to really succeed, most likely. We all understand that. The rest of the season is not about wins. It's about evaluating the talent and establishing a mindset and a culture about how they're going to try to go out there and win games down the line, which is through the air. The run game is effective. I think that Breece Hall, Isaiah Davis, and the offensive line, they've done a tremendous job this season, but when it comes to throwing the football, not the case. And I know some people are going to give Justin Fields the benefit of the doubt where, well, his ability is great because he can escape the pressure and he's able to move around the pocket and extend plays. Tyrod's not going to be able to do that. Yeah, absolutely, but we can all agree here that Justin Fields' ability to maneuver the pocket and scramble and pick up yards with his legs it's not sustainable, man. Like, you can't win games like that, especially if you can't stay in the pocket, let it rip confidently over the field. And the thing about Tyrod that I always loved is he's a gunslinger, man. He's not afraid to throw the ball. If somebody's open down the field, he's going to give them that opportunity. He's going to scan the field. He's going to hit someone on an out route outside the numbers. Fields does not do that. So I think this is the smart move from the New York Jets moving on into their game against the Baltimore Ravens, because this Jets offense needs a quarterback that is not afraid to push the ball down the field. And you can argue that Tyrod should have been the quarterback earlier on in the season, but again, I go back to it. Glenn did make that decision of benching Fields at halftime. Some people thought it should have happened earlier, where Fields shouldn't have been playing in that game. I get that, but the Jets wanted to give Justin every single opportunity to prove himself. They gave him every shot, and he failed. And I think that it's unfortunate because Justin's just a really good dude, and it's sad to see him go down this way individually, just as a human. But the reality is, this is a tough sport, and if you're not executing at a high level, you're going to get replaced in this league. And I think that when you look at Aaron Glenn and how he's operating, I do want to note this, that he's not hiding. I think that's a little shift of what Aaron Glenn has been doing in the previous few weeks, where he's not naming a starter, because he easily could have went down that route this week saying, I'm not telling anybody. The people in-house know the quarterback, but I'm not telling you guys. But no, on Monday, the week before the game is happening, and literally 6 days from now, we get breaking news that the Jets are making that decision. Now, I wonder if there's a leak and Aaron Glenn's going to be pissed off, but this wasn't like Rich Tomini reporting it, a Jets reporter. This was a national report from ESPN, The Athletic, and NFL Network. So this was a national story here this morning. So I think that Aaron Glenn telling the world that he's making this quarterback decision Monday and not dragging this out to all of a sudden Sunday on game day, we're finding out. Because let's not forget, Thursday night's game against the Patriots, we did not know who the starter was until game time, just because he didn't tell us. I think we all knew it was going to be Fields. Some people were holding out hope it was going to be Tyrod. And you can argue that Tyrod could have potentially not won the game for the Jets on Thursday night, but maybe put them in a better situations to succeed. Obviously, there were some issues with A.D. Mitchell catching the ball. Jeremy Rucker dropped the ball. Like, we get that. But I think Tyrod Taylor, with the way that this offensive line is playing right now, protecting Tyrod is going to be key, establishing the run, and then opening up the pass game. Because I'm not buying into the whole A.D. Mitchell stinks just because in his debut he struggled. He had 3 drops. One of the drops was not on him. It was a bad throw from Justin Fields. Another one of his drops was just like a fastball. And then the other one was dropped into the bucket that he dropped. So when I look at A.D. Mitchell, the new Jets wide receiver, I'm not looking at him like, yeah, he's just a throw-in. He's a bust. He's going to be off this team. Like, I still want to see A.D. Mitchell get his opportunities, because in that game against the Patriots, if you watch the tape, the guy has the physicality. He's got the route running. He's got the ability to get open, but he's got to catch the football. And that's not been a... And let's not forget that A.D. Mitchell never had drop issues in college with the Colts. That was never really an issue, so I think that was a fluke. Hopefully, he bounces back and starts getting productive here. And then let's not forget John Mechie III in his second game as a Jet. He started in that game. He looked really good. Very limited sample size, 3 catches, 45 yards and a touchdown. And the touchdown that he did catch, the defender fell down. But I do feel like you look at John Mechie, you look at A.D. Mitchell without Garrett Wilson. Don't forget Mason Taylor. There's some young guys on this offense that needs the ball through the air to establish some confidence. We need some type of momentum, because the Jets, I will say this, at quarterback in the offseason, they're going to find a quarterback that is more of a pocket passer, because the guy that fits the Tanner Engstrand style offense, think about Jared Goff and his strengths, just being that pocket guy that can execute over the middle, throw across the numbers, throw deep, not afraid to throw it, high efficiency, high completion percentage. That's the type of quarterback that this offense needs, and Tyrod is not a Jared Goff level, but what he can do is throw the ball and run an offense through the air. And Fields, that's not his strengths. It never was, never has been. And the coaching staff, I felt like they were limited in terms of the types of plays they can call, where you can see that the Jets with Tanner Engstrand in the offense, they were holding back some of the calls they wanted to call because they knew Justin Fields was not able to execute those. So I think this is going to open up the playbook. And then maybe the last thing I want to talk about is Brady Cook gets an opportunity later on in the year, because I don't know if Fields is going to be quarterback 2 or is going to get bumped to quarterback 3, but the undrafted free agent quarterback, Brady Cook, He didn't look great in the preseason or in training camp. I'll be honest, I was not impressed with him, but you never know. A young rookie quarterback, maybe he could be the future backup because we definitely need depth at the quarterback position moving forward. I think there's a chance we'll be getting into December. Tyrod is unfortunately very fragile, injury prone. If he goes out there and he gets injured, maybe Brady Cook is the next man up, or maybe Tyrod starts to struggle and the Jets are like, all right, let's just get Brady Cook out there and see what he can do, because why not? The Jets are 2-8. There's not a lot to play for. Obviously, the Jets are going to be out there trying to win, but we all understand trading away Quinnen and trading away Sauce and the way that this Jets team is constructed with no Garrett Wilson with his injury, not going to be easy for the Jets to go out there and win football games. So we shall see. The Jets are definitely making a big move here by going to Tyrod. A lot of people were wondering if this move was coming, and we found out about it earlier on the week instead of dragging it out. So thank you, Aaron Glenn, for letting us know. Don't forget to comment your thoughts about the news if you did not already. Hit the thumbs up button as well. A big, gigantic shout out to Sleeper Picks. They are the proud sponsor of Jets Media, not just in this video, but all season long. If you guys did not check them out by now, what are you waiting for? You guys get a 100% deposit match up to $100 by using my code JETS. Click the link at the top of the description, folks. Sign up today for Sleeper, and you will not be mistaken, all right? Terms and conditions apply. Bet responsibly, and it's legal in 25 states. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and comment a plane emoji if you stayed to the end of the video. Tyrod Taylor, what you got cooking for us, bro? Can't wait to see. And also, I just wanted to say quick, guys, that I released a video on my channel over the weekend that is very unique. It is every wrong move the New York Jets have made since 2020. It's a documentary-style video that's 30 minutes, and it goes deep into the history of the last 5 years. If you want to relive all the mistakes the Jets have made up until this moment, I put a lot of resources and energy and time into this video, so go check that video out if you did not already.